I like Hutchinson the best, and I don't think Linderbaum is worth a top 10 pick. Thibodeau slipped, and I am going to grab Thibodeau. The Giants took Khalil Elam. Good for them. Kenyon Green is a guarantee in my mind. He would be such a dream pick right here. Evan Neal is still on the board. I'm not going to pick him now. That 44 pick could be tight end. That 44 pick could be a good linebacker, a good safety. We could drop back one pick and pick up a second rounder for New Orleans. We got options here. Well, hello. It's Friday night. So what did you expect? Nothing? No mock draft? No conversation? Jacob, man, are you like 10 years old, dude? Jesus, man, anyway. So like, here we go. We're going to do some drafting. I didn't even set up the internet. I hope it works. I don't even know if it's going to, because I'm having all kinds of internet issues. Let's see. FN mock drafts. Let's see. Joe Campione. What's up, Joe Campione? Let me set this up. I forgot to set it up. But we're going to do a mock draft. Here we go. So we'll get that to a couple of minutes. We're actually going to represent a couple of teams. And one of them will be the New York Jets. The other will be the 49ers. It's from my other channel. 49ers fans that want to see who I think they might pick. I have no idea. I mean, they need secondary, I guess, which is nice because they're not going to be conflicting with us very much. So that's one team we don't got to worry about. And normally we used to have to worry about the 49ers because, similar coaching staffs and everything, picking the same types of players. But I think their positional needs are different than ours. So that's probably a good thing. So we're not fighting over the same things. And that's Leah Cravat, my niece. What's going on, Leah? How are you? Good to see you. You're on the East Coast, and I'm very jealous because you can eat Mamma Mia's pizza anytime you want. You can eat Mamma Mia's pizza. And now my other favorite pizza place there sells meatballs. So, I mean, how could you beat that? I see Anthony out there. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing? Joe Campione, Jacob Finnegan. You all here? Oh, everybody's here. Okay. You wish I was your uncle? Oh, don't start doing that stuff, man. Don't go there. Don't start going the J. Cole kind of thing. You know what I mean? Don't do the J. Cole thing. Okay. Next thing you know, you'll be calling me dad and trying to get me to go to your wedding. You don't want me at your wedding. If you had me at your wedding, you're gonna have to order extra of everything. I mean, I'm not your normal wedding guest. Like, let's say you get those little hot dogs in a blanket. You're going to have to order 5 times the normal amount that you would order in a normal wedding if I'm going to be there, because I'm going to stand by the door of the kitchen. And when they come out with those little trays with the hot dogs in a blanket, I'm going to be like, excuse me. And I'm going to be like, nah, and I'm not going to let them leave. You know what I mean? So you don't want that. It's not a good thing. You're inviting every judge. Okay. Matt O'Leary would be a good wedding guest. Oh, wait a second. You're in Iowa. Oh man, I would probably go to that just to say I went to a wedding in Iowa. Like, think about that. A wedding, for someone who grew up in New York and moved to California, like going to a wedding in Iowa has like a certain, I don't know, fin chez toi. What I don't know what they say. Finesse que pas. I don't know. You know that French thing that they say. Fou ne coupe pas. I don't know. There'd be something romantic about it. Like if I told my wife we're gonna fly to Iowa and we're gonna go to a wedding in Iowa and see how they do it. Cy Thompson, what's going up? Anthony, my man. Now I got to get a divorce just so I can have a wedding to invite the chaos. Well, if you do like a 10-year anniversary party, anything where there's food, believe me, I will make my best effort to show up. It's just even though I have food here in Sacramento, there's just something about going to an event, because events have food. I guess it's also the alcohol and the people and the company and the talk. I love that environment. I love the environment of that's why I love going to breweries with lots of food trucks. You know what I mean? Because everybody's eating different good things, and and there's all different kinds of beer in the brewery, and it's such a good time. isn't it? It's not good for my stomach. It's not good for my diet. By the way, 15 pounds lost, everybody. 15 pounds gone. Anyway, that's enough shenaniganing. We're gonna I don't know, do a mock draft or two. And if you guys want to discuss other things like offensive coordinators, be my guest. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to share. We got a lot of people starting to come in, so I guess it's a good time to start the draft. If you're watching this and it's not live, just fast forward like to the draft when the draft starts. Like I should have said that in the beginning. You've already wondering when is this guy going to start? He's talking and running his mouth. I'm going to kill this guy. Well, you should have just fast forwarded from the beginning. Okay, it's a live show. So sometimes I like to greet people and say hello. So I'm selecting the 49ers. Don't worry, guys. I won't spend too much time with the 49ers because I don't know them and I don't have my 49ers expert, which obviously makes it difficult. So 7 rounds, fast speed. Hopefully you guys can see the board. I'll blow it up at times. Let's draft. And luckily I have my other screen. I love it now. It's starting to grow. Got my big screen in front of me so I could see Jets 8:30. You're a big buffet guy. There's nothing wrong with a buffet. There's just nothing wrong with a buffet, especially when it has like I like human options. You know what I mean? Like I watch some videos about first class Air France, and I look at the food they're eating, and I'm like, yeah, but do they have regular food? Like, if you wanted, could you just order a hamburger and French fries? Because that's all I fucking want. I went to a football game with my brother in Microsoft's luxury box in San Diego. He's negotiating a deal with Microsoft, so we were in this luxury box, and they had all this Mexican food laid out, like pulled pork and all these fancy onions, like red pickled onions and stuff to put on it. And I'm like, they're setting up the food. I go, you got hot dogs? And I thought I was just kind of messing around. I was kind of pissed. I was just like, this is not fun. But when I said it, I didn't realize the guy comes and he says, "Oh, you can order anything you want." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, yeah." He goes, "What do you want from the stadium? Whatever you want, I'll get it for you." I was like, "Oh, okay," because I don't need the fancy smancy. You know, I'm a burger and fry guy, hot dogs, fries, little hot dogs in a blanket. Italian food I love, stuffed mushrooms, things like that, but you can't stuff it with seafood. It's got to be breading. Thomas Cahill, what's going on, my brother? And Carlos A. I didn't say hello to you. What's up, Carlos? Been a little bit. We got a bunch of people here. What's going on, Jim Pock? How you doing? John Hepburn, good friend of mine. Glad to see you here, brother. Thomas Cahill, what is going on, my friend? So, and Jim Pock, what's up, brother? Okay, let's look at this draft. What's going on here? Let's see what we're being offered. I don't. Oh, well, I'm zooming it for myself. I don't know if that helps you guys. All right. So interesting trades. We don't know how the draft is going to line up. We might have our first round pick, but give away our second round pick and then give away next year's first round pick. And if we did that, this might be a good trade because we pick up a first rounder for next year. You know what I mean? After giving it away to get like an Aaron Rodgers. So, I mean, so things are going to change. I'm going to live in today's reality and just assume we have our picks. And then New Orleans. I always get tempted by these kind of picks, but we need a plug-in. There's a couple of positions where we could use some plug-and-play starters. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's funny that everybody's talking about that wide receiver, but well, that's not the one that's a slot receiver, though, right? I don't think Jordan Addison is a slot receiver, is he? I thought it was the other one. I thought it was the Nigerian one, Jackson Smith. I thought this guy was the more of the slot receiver, 198, 6 feet tall. I thought that he was. Am I wrong? Because this wide receiver, Jordan Addison, I don't know. I thought, well, he's 6 feet, 175. So you're right. They're probably slots. I mean, he doesn't have to be. Elijah Moore was able to play the boundary, but he wasn't as good, right? So I don't know. I'm not really that interested in the wide receiver guys. I'll tell you. In the later rounds, maybe if there's someone that he loves, but that's not what I'm thinking. Who was picked? Ringo was picked. Paris Johnson was picked. Okay. Oh, it's the rankings must be messed up because I just don't see like our guys here, but they're all the way down over here. So like here's Brian Branch down here, Peter Skoronsky. There's no way he should be ranked 20. That's the one thing that's hard about this, man. They don't update this enough. Broderick Jones is 24. No way. No way. These guys are so much further up. But you know what that means? That means I'm going to take that trade because we're still going to be able to get a real guy. You know, we're going to live in today's world in this app. I mean, it's stupid. We wouldn't do it in real life because there's no way our offensive tackle would be available, right? But it's stupid for me to take an offensive tackle that's ranked 20 on this app. He's not going to be there. You know what? I'm going to reject it. I'm going to be realistic, okay, guys? I'm going to be realistic. And in real life, if Peter was there, this is our guy, Peter Skoronsky. If he's there, let me tell you why I like him the best of the four tackles. I like him the best of the four tackles because there's nothing wrong with his run blocking. I'm not saying it's not a negative, but he specifically out of the four top tackles is the best pass blocking, pass protector. And we know that we need that. We need a pass protector. Becton, if he comes back, we know Becton is more of a mauler. He likes to push. He likes to run. Peter Skoronsky is going to be fine at that. Like he's going to be. There's nothing wrong with him. He's going to be fine at run blocking. But his strength is pass blocking. So let's just grab this guy, okay? Because every draft I get tempted by trades and then he falls off the board. Let's just pretend he falls to 13 and we get him and we're happy. Okay. Niners didn't get to pick yet. That's because they gave away all of their draft capital for Trey Lance. See, at least that's what we could say to people. Yeah, we took Zach Wilson, but we didn't trade 3 first-round picks to get him. That's what everybody forgets. If JD would have traded up to get Zach Wilson, that's bad. Okay. New England wants us to trade down 3 spots. New England. Yeah, right. Cheaters. Okay, so let's look what's on the board, guys. I'm going to blow up the board here. There's a very tempting. Some of you wouldn't be tempted by this, but this guy Siaki Ika, he's really, really good. I just want to say that. I'm not saying I'm going to take him right now, guys. I'm just saying he's really good. So it's not ridiculous. It's not like stupid. It really isn't. He's good. He would be great next to Quinnen Williams. It would give us a hell of a, the middle of our defensive line would really be studly. Look at all these Georgia players. You got Nolan Smith right there. But I hear you, Thomas, and I agree with you. Guys, I just want to do the perfect draft. And to me, the perfect draft right now is you take your plug-and-play center. I honestly don't think we're re-signing McGovern, so I don't think we have a choice. I really don't think that. McGovern was ranked in the top 5 in the NFL. I don't know if people know that. And the issue that gives us, the issue with him being in the top 5, if you look at his pro stat value, what they're estimating his value is, and even if they're high, they're not going to be that off. They're estimating him at like between 11 and 12 million. We cannot pay Connor McGovern between 11 and 12 million. We just can't do it. We got screwed with Zach Wilson and we need money. So I think it's realistic that we have to go for this kid. He might not even be there, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of teams that need a center. There are other centers, though. It's not the end of the world if he's not there. It sucks because all the other centers are a little bit more questionable of whether they're ready to plug and play. Whereas this guy, Smits, is he's ready to go. Now, believe it or not, the Niners haven't gotten to pick yet. So, hey, it's Twisted. What's going on, man? Rub my head for luck. I'm not so clean cut, though. Let me turn. I don't know if you could see if I angle it out. I actually haven't shaved in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to. But the top of my head, I'm beyond bald. You know what I mean? There's not even fuzz. I mean, it's just shiny. It's just always shiny. So that's but thanks. I mean, you want to rub my head for luck? I don't know, man. I'm not. I might not be the luckiest guy in the world. I'm a little bit of a jinx. Like I'm afraid to check the Rangers score because every time they have like a small lead and I check the score, they blow it. Let's reject this. Everybody in our division wants to trade with us, and everyone in our division could go kick tires. So look what we. Oh, look at that safety sitting right at top. This would be a dream, people. This would be a dream. You want to talk about value and value picks? We don't even have to reach. We got our tackle. We got our center. There's your revamped line. Oh, the Rangers won 4-1. Cool. Um, now you got your tackle. Either Becton or Max Mitchell will be healthy. I think, right? I think either one of the two of them will be healthy. So guaranteed, at least we're going to have Peter and Mekhi Becton, or we're going to have Peter and uh, Max Mitchell. Best case scenario, we have Peter and Becton, and we have Max Mitchell, and maybe Dwayne Brown comes back, and we're just loaded with tackles. That would be an awesome thing. And then we got our center. So the offensive line's looking good. The weak spot would actually be shift and become, with AVT coming back, the weak spot becomes Lincoln Tomlinson. But I want you to know, as much as we're angry at Lincoln Tomlinson, as much as he didn't play up to the contract and he's overpaying, he's not, it's not like he's not functional or serviceable. He's serviceable. Like Lincoln Tomlinson is serviceable. He's just way overpaid. So yes, it'll be nice to get rid of him, but it's not like he's not GVR, guys. That's the difference. That's what I want to say. He's not GVR. I can't believe we're up to pick 74 and the Niners haven't picked yet. That's amazing. And guess what? We're taking a guy that they might want. Guys, I'm not going to hesitate. I run to the podium here. Brandon Joseph, if he was there at 74, is just, that's we couldn't ask for more than that. I would love that. I like Brandon Joseph a lot. I think Tom C likes him. I know I do. So we're gonna grab Brandon Joseph right here. And now we rebuilt our offensive line. We needed a safety. Now we got a safety. He's a guy who can contribute right away. I don't know if we'd love the idea of relying on him as a starter. But he might win a job in camp. It's possible. I say that the Niners are going to. I'm not. I'm going to say that they're going to reject trades, and that they are going to take. What would the Niners do here? What do they need? What do they need, guys? I know secondary. It's a little bit of a reach here, though. Let's say they take. Trey Dean. Let's say they take Trey Dean. They want a safety. There's your safety. And then they get to go again. They're going to reject trade, and they're going to take a linebacker. Just want to bulk up their defense, get some young guys in there. Oh, they go again. They have like 3 in a row. They're going to reject. Let's say they're going to start thinking about life after Kittle, or just start developing a young guy. Sam Laporte is really good for that. It's realistic that they could take him. Kittle's been in the league for a while. He's getting longer in the tooth, and he's taking a beating every year. Okay, so here we go again, guys. Let's look at what we have. We addressed the offensive line. We're good. We're in a position now where we could start looking at defensive tackle, linebacker, or wide receiver, and just take the best one of the three, the best player. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. They probably won't keep 3 straight picks. But I'm until I have my Niners expert, I'm not going to put too much into it. Like when I have my guy, I have a guy. When we have the guy, you guys are going to have to sit and listen to us talk about the Niners. Sorry. But I have Niners people out there. I have a channel, it's called 49ers Chaos. You guys should try. Look, let me go into the chat. 49ers Chaos. Help me get some subs in there, guys. I know Jacob Finnegan hates every other team, but help me out here. I need to build up this channel. 49ers Chaos. Darn it, this stupid. Darn. Oh, because it's on share or something. No, it doesn't make any sense why it can't chat. All right. Anyway, it's 49ers chaos. It's easy to find. Gotta put the link down there or something. We're back to the Jets. And so here we go. I scrolled to the top. I'm looking for the best value. I see a linebacker named Servosia Dennis. Let's just go to since the rankings stink anyway. I don't have a Niners tattoo. You can stop that. There's no value pick for us here. That's kind of a bummer, guys. I mean, look what we got here. We got a tight. I mean, look at the top of the board. It's not suiting us. There's Savoshia Dennis, but I don't think he's a good. I don't know if he's a good fit for us. I mean, he's a small linebacker, which means they might like him if he's really fast and he can cover people. But let's see what we have. Let me look specifically because they rank poorly, and there might be a better linebacker. Savoshia Dennis, Jalen Graham. I actually like Jalen Graham from Purdue. Oh, you know who likes Jalen Graham? Rusty Spooner. Rusty Spooner likes Jalen Graham. I like Rusty's picks. Okay, so let's keep him in mind. 6'3", 220. I like it. Long, lanky. At that weight, that means he's a coverage linebacker too. You could tell. Okay, I see Jets mess. What's going on, brother? How you doing? He's a member of the channel, so he's always going to get the shout out. And because he's been here since the beginning. I'm going to go to the... Oh, look at my brother. He's putting up the 49ers thing, I'm betting. He's putting up the... That's my brother for you. Oh, wait, Matt. Hang around. Don't go anywhere. Let me do something. I don't know if I can do this from here. Let me see. Darn it. Hold on. Let me do it from my phone. You're not allowed to abuse the power, Matthew. Don't block or ban any of my people unless they're insulting me really bad. Okay? Because it's very hard to unblock people. But yeah. There we go. Let me see. Eric Craig. How come I see you here, but that's really weird. No, this is wrong. Eric Craig is on the other. What the hell's going on here? Well, that's the 49ers channel. Eric Craig is on the wrong channel watching. Let me do this real fast. I just want to make my brother a mod. And some of you might be complaining, why does he get to be a moderator? Maybe he already is a moderator. He's already a moderator. How did that happen? Did I already do it at a different time? I don't even know how that's possible. Okay, cool. Anyway, here we are. We got a pick, man. I'm losing subscribers. So linebacker is Jalen Graham. That's our number one choice. We'll go with whoever the highest number is. So Jalen Graham is 121. Let's look at defensive tackles. Zach Pickens is 125. I like him. He's a good player, but nope, sorry. And then let's look at wide receiver. Let's go to offense. Wide receiver. Wicks. I'm not picking Wicks. No way. Okay. How about linebackers? Dennis. I don't like him. Oh no, defensive tackles. I'm sorry. We're gonna go look at defensive tackles. Boom. We already did that. Okay, we're gonna go for Jalen Graham, guys. Trust me on this one. Rusty Spooner. He's an expert. Right up there with Dom C is a guy named Rusty Spooner. Okay, he names guys that nobody's ever heard of, and then they end up being NFL players. Maybe not always superstars. So the good guys that we heard of. Oh, Eric Craig. Now I can see you. I don't know why I couldn't see you when you were in the other chat. It was kind of weird, but good to see you, brother. So anyway, I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, I like when Rusty Spooner loves like a popular pick, he's usually right, and they're really, really good. But Rusty Spooner's specialty is he can find a guy that nobody's ever heard of that gets picked in the 5th, 6th round, whatever it is. Nobody's ever heard of the guy. And then you see him in the NFL. They make the team. They're contributing. And this was just their rookie year. And I think some of them are going to be starters. The guy knows how to find them. He loves this guy, Graham. So we have to give it a shot. So here we go again. It's like, so now I like the position that we've addressed, right? We've addressed tackle. Center, we got a decent safety. Brandon Joseph will probably be ready to contribute and play year one. Jalen Graham, according to Rusty Spooner, will, but if he needs a year to develop, he's a 4th-round pick. We will not consider that a failure. And now we're at 141. So let's go to the all and start playing the board a little bit. We can go with another tackle. We're not taking a running back. Man, I hate the wide receivers that are here. This is the year of slots, but this guy's 6'4" and 280. And he returns kickoffs and stuff. So I am not against taking Trey Palmer from Nebraska. Nice big target. Like if we cut Corey Davis, why not bring in a big-bodied wide receiver? You know? He's not the fastest guy. He's not Mims as far as speed. But they use him like he's fast. They use him in sweeps and screens. They use him like he's freaking Debo Samuel. It's weird. But that's in college. But he played both punt and kick returner, guys. I mean, he's an athlete. He's versatile. So we already have WR1 in Mims just forever. You think Corey could be used in a Rodgers trade? I think it's possible if Green Bay would normally be willing to pay him. Like if Green Bay was willing to pay him $12 million anyway, if we cut him in that range, what it does for Green Bay, it's not crazy value because he's going to be a free agent, but it takes away competition, right? So, you see, how the wide receiver market has gotten a little crazy. So very high price. So what could happen if Green Bay says, "Oh, we'll just wait for Corey Davis. We know they're going to cut him anyway, probably, and release him." What might backfire on them is then you're talking about a whole bunch of people that are going to be competing for him, right? And that could drive up the price. You can get into a bidding war because people are desperate for wide receivers, like teams. The market got really crazy. So I would say that it is some value if Green Bay liked him. I think if there is value, if Green Bay likes Corey Davis and he's a guy they would pay $11-12 million for anyway, I think that they would consider it valuable because then they'd say, okay, we don't have to worry about competition. We own him for a year. We got him for a year. What's going on, Rich? So it's possible that we could use him as some leverage. Is Mike White going to be a free agent? Patty Grimes. Yes. Mike White is completely unrestricted free agent. I don't even know. We're not even allowed to. Not that we would ever franchise Mike White. Of course we wouldn't, but I'm just saying. I don't even think we're allowed to anyway because we got him from another team off the garbage heap. Although maybe you can franchise anyone. It doesn't matter. We would never franchise him. I'm going to take Trey Palmer. Give us a wide receiver. Why not? See, everybody thinks you have to take a wide receiver in the first round for them to be good, and it's just not true. Tyreek Hill, I think, was a 4th or 5th round pick. So you don't, I'm not saying that means that we're going to strike gold with a 4th, 5th round pick. I'm just saying you could every once in a while take a shot. You could throw a dart once in a while, especially when you're talking about a guy who's 6'4", playing in Nebraska. Who knows? Maybe if he was on Alabama, he'd be ranked in the top 15 as a pick. You never know. San Francisco 153. They're gonna take. Let's see. What did I already do for them? I had them take defense early. So safety, linebacker, tight end. What would they do now? You know what they love to do? They're like us. They love Cox in San Francisco. So they're gonna take Cox. I'm sorry, I just made myself laugh. So after selecting Brenton Cox, San Francisco now, they took an edge. They like to load up on edge. They've taken a lot of defense. I think they're going to go offense now. Although they do need secondary help. Maybe they'll stay on that track. No, I'm going to have them take Aeneas Smith to go with Cox. Okay, so San Francisco took Cox to go along with Aeneas, and we're going to now go at 172, our final pick. What position did we neglect? I think we've completely neglected defensive tackle. And if you're a Green Bean fan, Green Bean is always about, let's just get a big, fat defensive tackle in the later rounds. They're always there. You find some big fat guy who's a run stuffing kind of guy, and that's who you get. Now, I don't think that they want to reach, and I don't see anybody up top the board. It's all the way down to 186. So they might go value. I want to see if there's anyone I know at this point. Oh, I'm going Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I'm saying that we're going to fill the pipe. We're going to get a veteran quarterback. Well, we need someone in the pipeline, right? Look, this is Lamar Jr., guys. This is like another version of Lamar. This guy, Dorian Thomas, he's big. He's fast. He's not just like he's a mobile quarterback, but he has an above average arm. Like, he's good. Like, he's got a real arm. He can whip the ball around. He's from UCLA, so don't worry. He's not a BYU quarterback. I think I like this guy. Like, just to take a flyer on him. If you're going to take a flyer on a quarterback, why not a mobile, athletic one? So let's just grab him. Wrap up the Jets draft. I think we still got to pick for the Niners. That was a mistake because this is like pulling teeth for me to do the Niners. I have no idea what they need at this point. Do they need a kicker? Maybe. I don't think they need a kicker. They need lots of secondary. I'm just taking another safety. They need safeties. Okay. Let's see if the draft is done. Nope, the Niners get to go again. And this time, they're going to take, here we go. They'll take a defensive tackle. Okay. Now let's look at the Jets draft. Who did we end up with? How did we do? You guys can rank it. We got Peter Skoronski. We got John Michael Schmitz. So Joe Douglas will have done it again. Right off the bat, we have two starters. They could be stars. They could be average. You never know 100%, but they're starters. Plug and play. Offensive line just got better. No longer Becton comes back. AVT comes back. Max Mitchell comes back. We're going to have an offensive line, finally. I'm telling you. Okay? Then you go to Brandon Joseph. Now, some of you that are giving grades, you might not understand that Brandon Joseph happens to be a really good safety. Okay? He was courted by multiple Ivy League programs. You know why? Because he's really smart. He has high intelligence. Okay? He went to Notre Dame. It's not an easy school to get into. Okay? I like guys who recognize plays because the way we play defense, that's really important. That's such an important trait because our defenders, especially our safeties, they get so much decision making in their game. Like, they have to be able to make those decisions. And we saw what happened when we played good running teams. We had trouble. Our LaMarcus Joyner, I mean, he really struggled. Even Whitehead, we really struggled early in the season when we were playing all those teams with great running backs. It was really hard in the safeties because they didn't know if they should play back. They didn't know they should be running into the box. Anyway, we need a smart player. Brandon Joseph is a leader. He has a chance to be a very good player. I don't even think he'll be available at 74, to be honest. That's right, Mess. We got John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, and we missed the whole day long. I don't know what that. Then we got Trey Palmer. I threw a dart at that. I like him. I've never really watched him play. I got to watch his tape. I just like when I see 6'4", does everything, runs around and everything like that. Oh, he's a coxman. Because he's a coxman because of the Ivy League thing. Finger Lakes, you're funny, man. He's a coxman. And then we got Darian Thompson-Robinson. If the Jets, I mean, they've done it a one time. Like JD did it that first year. He took that James Morgan guy. He took Morgan or whatever. It's good to take a running back. It's good to take flyers on a running back once in a while. And we're in a position where if we get a guy that hangs around for a while, Zach might be gone. Everyone say, he might not develop into anything. I mean, it's not looking great, right? And then even if he does develop into something, if we get a veteran quarterback and they stay anything more than 2 years, Zach's gone. Why would he stay here after we benched him? He'd try to start his career over somewhere. So unless we get a 1-year rental quarterback and then stick Zach in year 4, there's no Zach Wilson. We have to fill our pipeline with somebody. So here's a guy you can fill your pipeline with, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He's an athlete. He's big. He's really strong. And like I said, he has a good arm. So we don't know with him. There's just no way to know. But watch the highlights, man. He's fun to watch. He looks like Lamar to me. I mean, I'm like, wow, he's like a Lamar type guy. I like that. It's just about accuracy. We know he's got a strong arm, but is he accurate? I'll leave that to Rusty Spooner, my expert, or Tom C, or maybe I'll just watch the tape. I can't watch it here because they penalize me for it. Guys, I can't, even with the sound off, nothing works. I'm getting flagged. Every time I try to show anything, I get flagged. It's killing me. They're killing me. Anyway, you guys want to do another one? How about I do another one and you guys get to do the draft? Since somebody gave me a C. Bastards. C. Take a C and shove it up your ass. C. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you want to see the Niners, what I did for them, this is funny. A Niners fan would probably be so pissed. Trading Muhammad Diabetes, Sam Laporta. Hey, look, I got them a good safety. I like trading. I'm surprised he slipped. I like Muhammad. I think he might be a good a linebacker that would be starting for them by his second season. Sam Laporta might end up being a great tight end. And why wouldn't they want to start thinking about life after Kittle, and start bringing up another guy? Besides, who says the Niners don't want to have 2 tight ends? And Kittle gets hurt. Then you got Cox and Aeneas. So it's not anal. It's not anal Cox. It's Cox and Aeneas. And then you got their edge, because they'll always take a shot at a Florida edge. Why not? And wide receiver, I'm just throwing it out there, and then the safety and defensive tackle. Who knows what the Niners are going to do? My buddy's going to know, and you guys will see. One day I'll have my buddy on. Wildlave is laughing. I assume he's laughing. Finger Lakes is giving me a D+. Like, I can only imagine. What did you want to draft? Oh, you're giving my San Francisco 49er draft a D+. I'm guessing. There's no way you're giving my Jets draft a D+, because then I don't know what you're thinking, because this is offensive line, this is safety, this is linebacker. This is Peter Skoronski is a day 1 starter. You know what I mean? So day 1 starter. Tommy Boy reference, Dixie Normus. Oh, Dixie. Dixie. Okay, here we go. Let's start a new sim. Let's pick Jets only, because you guys are going to do it. We don't need 6th, 7th round. Well, we might trade back, so I doubt it, but okay. Fast, right? Okay, let's draft. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you guys do this one, all right? Am I not live on this? Why isn't it showing? You guys see it? Okay. All right, first off, do you want to trade? Is anyone interested in this trade? Is anyone possibly interested in trading back to 44, but getting Atlanta's future, 1st, 2nd, and 6th? I don't think any of you are going to agree to this. I really don't. I don't think any of you are going to agree to this, right? There's no way. Next. I like that. Twisted is like, next. If I took that trade, Twisted would never let me hear the end of it. And meanwhile, Anthony is saying to do it. Indianapolis saying, oh my God. I mean, look, I love the 1st round pick, because Indianapolis, they let Jeff Saturday get to a 2nd interview. There's a chance that Indianapolis is going to be like a top 5 pick next year, honestly. But are we giving up this year? Are we saying that we don't need to get better? You're saying that's ours, take it. But then, I mean, really? You guys want to take that? You guys are deciding. I'm seeing a lot of guys say take it. Finger Lakes is saying no trade. Wildwave is saying that Colts pick. It's true. That Colts pick, man. I mean, it's a 1st and a 2nd. That means next year we could have a top 5 pick, and a top 40 pick, like top 35. It's crazy. That's a lot of draft capital. I'm going to listen to Twisted, because Twisted. Let's see who's on the board. Will Lewis, guys. Will Lewis is on the board if you want a quarterback. But look, I mean, like a defensive tackle is good, but do we really like nobody crazy slipped? Like, you know what I mean? Nothing nutty happened. You know, it's the same board as it usually is. I'm gonna do it. I mean, it's gonna look really crappy. It's gonna look really crappy on paper afterwards because nobody cares about next year. But if you're responsible, I mean, look, this Indianapolis trade offer is we upgrade the 110 to 79. That's not small. That's 20 picks. And then next year, if they're a bottom of the league team, which I think they will be, this is incredible. I mean, I don't want to drop, but you're right. This is incredible. This is incredible offer. So we're gonna say yes to it. Hopefully, we'll get somebody good. Oh no, I rejected it by accident. Shit. Okay, man. I gotta do a trade proposal and hope they do it. Proposed trade. Please say they're gonna take it, right? They're gonna take it. We're gonna propose the same trade. If they don't take it, then it shows the stupidity of this. Okay, so 13. They wanted our 110. They offered us their 79, their 35, their first and their second. Okay, propose. All right. I saved it, guys. I saved it. I didn't muff it, twisted. I saved it. I got a mulligan. Okay. I got a mulligan. That's what I did. Okay, what's going on? Oh, resume draft. Okay, here we go. Who's on the board? Let's see. Oh, we're being offered. You want more draft capital, guys? More draft capital. I don't know. Oh, we only have to trade down 4 picks and we can next year. Oh, we got to see who's on the board. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Tight ends galore. Henry Tutu. Oh, Sakai Ika is there. Do we just grab the center if he's there? I don't know if the center's there. Oh, no, he's there. No, we can grab the center with the next pick. We need to grab somebody here. I think all the offensive tackles are gone that we wanted. We're going to have to wait on that. That sucks. Arkansas tackle here. Okay, let's look. Let me see what happened with tackle. It looks like they all went. Oh, no, Darnell Wright. Darnell Wright is still there. Okay, Darnell Wright is still there. By the way, this guy's great. I love this guy. Guys, watch tape on Darnell Wright. This guy is awesome. He's awesome. Oh, I'm so relieved we could still get a good tackle. All right. He's not going to last this long, guys. Darnell Wright is an end of the first round, very early second round pick. I promise you. Like, this ranking is total ridiculous. There's no way you're not going to see Darnell Wright go off the board. Watch him play. He's amazing. But let me see. Center. We should take him first. Okay, so let's go with the center. Okay. And then, I'm supposed to let you guys do it. Okay. But let me just reject that. You guys don't want to do this trade, right? We need to get players. And then, look, I can't help it, guys. I'm like a grandmother that's got to do things for you. We got to take Darnell right here. Okay. Now I'll let you guys drive. You guys wanted to trade, but now we had to make those. We had to do that. Okay. So look, we didn't end up that bad. I'm telling you. Like, if this happened in real life, it would be amazing, because Darnell Wright might end up being a plug and play, very good tackle. And if that happens, oh my God, we just stole the draft, because next year we get a first and second from Indianapolis. So even if we make some crazy trade with Green Bay next year and give them, our first and second next year, let's say that's what we gave up for Aaron Rodgers. Well, we just got it back. And if we don't get Aaron Rodgers and we don't make any kind of trades, we might end up with like crazy amount of picks. 2 first rounds and 2 second rounds. And one of those picks, I honestly believe Indianapolis, like, my prediction is Indianapolis Colts very well can end up in the bottom 5 teams. I don't think that'll happen if they get a good coach, but Jeff Saturday got a second interview, guys. If they hire Jeff Saturday, they're winning 4 games tops. So, Jeremy, you've been drinking too? Yes, sir. It doesn't matter that the trade was godly. I knew I can count on you to give me a hard time. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And guess what, guys? The trade keeps on giving because our 4th pick is now right behind our 3rd round pick. So we get 2 3rd round picks now. How beautiful is that? So okay, we got our line taken care of. We need safety, we need linebackers, we need defensive tackle, right? So what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? What position do you want to look at? The first guy listed in any of those 3 positions is, I don't know this guy, Kalaja Kansi, defensive tackle. He is 6 feet tall, 276. He's a tiny little guy. There's a linebacker. I don't like Ivan Pace Jr., guys. He's not a good coverage guy. So I don't think we want him. Anybody? Safety, ASAP. I see safety. Anybody? Rewards to help with safety. Click on defense. Okay, let's click on defense. Christopher Smith from Georgia. That's a really good safety, guys. I think that should be the pick. That's a really good safety. He's really good. Dom C's got him in the top 5. I think he may even have him in the top 3. I think Dom C really likes this guy. This is a good guy. Plays pro style. Pro style guy. It's up to you guys, though. You seen film on him Twisted? You like him? You like Christopher Smith? Anybody object to Christopher Smith? Oh, you like Kalagia too. But like, what's the more Kalagia? What's the what's the more important position though? Safety or defensive tackle? You see, I think defensive tackles, sometimes teams find defensive tackles and God knows whatever rounds. You just keep plugging in some fat guys until one sticks, you know? Safety. Okay, well, let's just grab Christopher Smith then. I see some safety. I got dinner cooking, so I'm gonna have to run down there soon. Who did we take? Some guy wants to know who we took. This is the second draft. Some guy, you missed our first draft. We got John Michael Schmitz, Darnell Wright. So there's our offensive line help, and Christopher Smith at safety. If you're wondering why we didn't get like one of the names you're more familiar with, it's because some guy, we made a trade, and we have Indianapolis. Look at this trade we made, buddy. You're gonna like it. We got Indianapolis's 1st and 2nd round pick next year. And also, guess what? Because we made that trade, we also have a 79. So we get an extra 3rd round pick, which is really nice. So we just addressed safety. I want to look at the linebackers guys. I see right off the bat that Jack Campbell is there, but I want to see if that guy Popo is there, Popo or whatever, because that's the guy we really want. He's not there. I know Rusty Spooner loves Jalen Graham, but I mean, I think Jack Campbell is the pick here. I think Jack Campbell's the pick. And you know, I know a lot of Jet fans will be really mad if we made a pick like that. GM Jeremy, fill those holes with cocks. I know that fans don't like when you trade out of the 1st round in a draft. I know that. But Indianapolis is one of those kind of teams because it's more valuable than just any team. It's not like Baltimore trading us their 1st round pick. Indianapolis is a legitimate shot at a top 5 pick. And look what happened with Seattle. Garrett Wilson at number 10. So we are hoping that we're a better team and we're picking somewhere in the 20s, right? If we get like a real quarterback, if we get whoever you like, Rodgers, Carr, you know, whoever you like, we are we're all thinking if we get our guy, we can be very competitive. So getting Indianapolis 1st round pick, and I don't even want to like overlook the 2nd round pick they gave us in this trade because the 2nd round pick is still the 33rd pick, or I mean, that's a 35th, 36th pick. So that's another high quality pick for next year. and I want to keep having great drafts. Like, it seems like we had a great draft last year. This is the year where we don't match up well with the draft. We really don't. Like, the best positions in this year's draft don't match our needs. Cornerback, edge, it's not. So I mean, it's actually a good situation to kind of load next year's draft. We had a great draft last year. Let's put some space between those drafts a little bit where we really add on the big guys, because we're gonna have to sign them and everything too. And it's not like I don't think we're getting value out of this draft, because look, I mean, we got our plug and play center, and I honestly believe honestly believe that this guy right here, Darnell Wright, if you watch the tape, I don't even think he's going to be there at 43. I don't even know if he's going to be there. He's really, really good. He's dominant. He's very dominating. He's big, and he moves, and he good with good feet, everything. And I'm stealing a lot of that from Dom C. Anytime I start talking like that, I'm stealing it from him. When I say good feet, such a Dom C thing to say. Jack Campbell, guys, what do you think? You guys are saying no, you want tackle over linebacker? Let's look at that. So Jack Campbell is number 81 on the list. I like to look at value too. So Cansey is still up there, guys. And there was somebody who said that they really liked him, but there's also Byron Young. I kind of like him. I like guys from Alabama. I like guys that because that means they've been great since high school. They've always been great. You don't start for Alabama and stay in the top 100 rankings, power rankings for the draft, unless you've been great your whole life. So do we have any votes? It's between. How about we say this? It's going to be between Cansey or Jack Campbell. So Cansey or Campbell. I'm going to give you guys like 20 seconds in the chat to tell me who I'm taking. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. You're so busy goofing around. I can't get anything out of you. Oh, Jets fan 4 is here. What's up? Surprised you're not screaming at me to let you come in. Let me come in. Let me come in. Okay. He's a nice young man. He's a good young man. You don't know enough yet, so none of you know. Okay, how about position? Do you want defensive tackle or do you want linebacker? Let's assume they're both going to be good starting players. What do you want, guys? I know, but I can't because I can't have you on while I'm doing the draft thing. Okay, so Twisted's not that deep. I'm only this deep on some of these guys because of Dom C. If you would have watched his show, if you would have watched our Dom C show at linebacker, oh no, we didn't get up to linebackers or tackles yet. My bad, Twisted. My bad. I see linebacker. Nothing. I'm just playing. Okay. I see linebacker. I'm surprised. I thought. Okay, linebacker. Look, I mean, I think linebacker is more of a need than defensive tackle. I do. Like, we might sign. I mean, everybody assumes we're going to sign nobody. We're going to sign somebody. We're not going to not re-sign anybody. It's not like we're letting 25 guys walk away. So it's, Quinnen Williams is going to be there, and we're going to have like a Sheldon Rankins type guy still there. Nate Shepard's still going to be there. JFM could always move to the middle. Even Michael Clemens played a few snaps there, and he's certainly strong enough and powerful enough to play in the middle. So we're not totally dead. So if we're doing linebacker, we're going to do Jack Campbell. Don't even say Ivan Pace. I will not entertain it. He is not good. So we go back to our normal picks now. It seems like forever. And we're all the way down to pick 141. Tennessee would like to give us to drop down to 145 and pick up 207. I tell you why I want to do this, guys. I want a punter. Nobody's thinking about that. We need to bring in a punter into camp because Braden Mann is trash. He's trash. I don't want to hear it from anybody. He is trash. That is my least favorite Jet. I thought it was Nate Shepard. Last year, if you would ask me, Nate Shepard, Ty Johnson, I would have listed off guys that were my least favorite Jets. It is not even a thought in my mind or close. I don't know about you guys, but I don't care if he punts 50 yards a punt, 4 punts out of every 5. I don't care. What I'm sick and tired of is that 1 out of every 5 punts, this guy shanks it. And it's been 2 years of this. And the fact that nobody was talking about it enough, and the fact that he made it the second year, the fact that this has never been addressed. I mean, I'm hoping that maybe Hackett's going to come in and say that to Salah. Like, what's up with that punter? Like, why in the world are you sticking with this punter? I mean, I understand his average is high. Like, when he's punting well, he punts well. But the guy shanks 20% of his punts. It's absolutely ridiculous. So without even looking at the board, I'm just going to take this trade. I mean, we're dropping back 4 spots. Who cares? Right? Resume draft. What's going on here? Did I reject it? I did it again. Let me propose trade. Who was it? It was Tennessee, right? Okay, they wanted our 141. They offered their 145, and they offered their 207. Propose. I can't believe I keep doing this. Confirm. Accepted. Okay. I'm glad that it's smart and it remembers. Okay. So here we go. Let's pick, guys. We have we just picked our linebacker. Did we pick a safety this draft? Oh no, we got our safety. Okay, so we got safety, linebacker. Well, now we could go defensive tackle, wide receiver, or defensive tackle, that kind of thing. Let's look at the big board. Of course, we have running backs up there. You see how this draft doesn't match up with us? There's 3 running backs up there, literally. The position we don't need. Look, 4 out of 5 top guys. Freaking running backs. Colby Wooden, defensive tackle. Jackson player. I like his name. He's a player. So there's some good defensive tackles here still. These are guys, 1 year and then they're in. Look at this guy's a beast. 6'5", 284. That's cool. He covers an impressive amount of ground. I like that. We're going to learn more about these defensive tackles. I don't know enough either, guys. So I'm just going to grab a defensive tackle. I like this guy. He's big. I like 6'5". That appeals to me. And he's not fat. Like, he's not over 300 or anything. He's 284. I like the numbers. We'll find out from Dom C how he did. People are saying, who's this Dom C guy you keep speaking of? Then 172. Who's there? We didn't get a wide receiver. Raheem Jarrett from Maryland. Let's look. Let's see what we got here. 6 feet tall, 200. Why aren't there any big wide receivers on the board? What is going on this year? What about Franklin? I'm willing to just take a flyer, but they're all these tiny. I want a big-bodied wide receiver if I'm going to take a wide receiver, right? How does Tyke Smith drop so much from Georgia? That's crazy. He was up higher. Maybe he tore his ACL or something. Another safety. Yeah, I mean, we could. There's nothing wrong with taking. This guy must have gotten hurt. He must have gotten hurt. I think he got hurt, guys, or it's because of his height. This is way under. Like, this is shocking. Shocking. He must have gotten hurt. There must be something. So what I'm going to do is, because there's no good receivers that are of value here, let's just take another safety, a flyer. JD loves to take safeties in the later rounds. Like, he loves that. So 207, here we go. Let's go to the Geekers. Special teams. No, we don't care about kicker. We want a punter. This is a good omen, guys. Turk. I think I talked about this before in the past. One of my favorite movies, Turk 182. Zimmerman Flew and Tyler New, Turk 182. I like it. He's from Oklahoma. We just had a trivia question on Green Bean Show by Adam to name the 2 Jet players that were drafted out of Oklahoma. Well, guess what, Watts2K99? We now have 3 because we need a punter, baby, because Braden Mann's got to go. And that's our second draft that I really didn't let you guys have much say in. Like I said, I would. John Michael Schmitz, Darnell Wright, who I think could end up being real. Yes, honey. Is it beeping? Try again. Everybody wants to hear you.
It's
beeping. I'll be down in a few minutes. Perfect timing. Okay. In case you're wondering what's going on, to celebrate my loss of 15 pounds, I'm going to put. To celebrate my loss of 15 pounds, it's official. I've lost 15 pounds. I'm going to have brisket tonight. I'm cooking brisket. Not really the normal Jewish brisket I usually cook. It's a special sweet and sour recipe. Very, very nice. And I have a pressure cooker, so it's in the pressure cooker. And she says it's beeping, which means I got to start monitoring my brisket. Thanks, Rich. It's nice to be down 15 pounds. I'm not slim yet, guys. I was 20 pounds over my high when I weighed myself. I started crying. So I'm going to be dieting all year, but I'm going to, as I go through the year and I'm successful, the pounds go down per month. Like I'm deciding to do a longer lifestyle type diet. So once I get to like June, I'm only having to lose 3 or 4 pounds a month, which means I can go hard in the first 10 days, 12 days, get down to the, because I'll be working out by then, like cardio will be up. And then have cheat days and then, you know what I mean? And just maintain, like I'm making it easy goals. So it's like my body slowly loses the weight over the course of an entire year. So then the hope is that by next New Year's, I'll be at a weight that I'm happy. So anyway, thanks, Tony Alexio. I'm keeping it up. I'm keeping it up. It's good to get rid of the first 15. And then hopefully in February, I can get rid of another like 8 or 9. The 15 is high because of the, you get that free, easy water weight that you get to take off in the beginning of a diet. But losing 8 pounds in February would be nice because it's a short month. It's like 2 pounds a week. Anyway, this is our draft. John Michael Schmitz, Darnell Wright, who like I was saying, I think could be a starting tackle. Christopher Smith. I like him at safety, guys. I think he's I don't think he'll be there at 74, but if he is, run to the podium. Jack Campbell, very popular with Jet fans. There are a lot of Jet fans that want Jack Campbell. He's from Iowa, which is a cool thing. These guys from Iowa, man, all you got to do is not feed them. They get hungry, they get mean, they get nasty. You tell them that if they you tell a linebacker like Jack Campbell, we'll give you some meat on a stick if you make this tackle. They love meat on a stick in Iowa. And then we got Colby Wooden, defensive tackle, taking a little bit of a flyer on him. We don't know much about him. We're going to learn a lot when eventually, because I'm sure Dom C will talk about him. Tyke Smith, I don't know why he's ranked so low, guys. I don't get it. He's a really good player. He must have gotten hurt. But if he's the second safety we take, that's fine. Let him sit for a year and get healthy, right? Let's do that. Perfect opportunity for us, like to steal a guy for the future if we already took a safety in the draft anyway. And then you got Michael Turk as a punter, so we got some competition. And then this is the most beautiful thing of all, guys. Look at this pick. Look at these 2 picks. That's the team. If you're going to take a pick from anybody, that's one of the teams. I mean, to me, they're one of the top 3 teams I'm confident they're going to stink. Because like Houston, I don't know what they're going to do. They're getting a new coach. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, but Houston, I would put them right there with Indy. Like, that's where Indianapolis is on my mind. Unless they hire a really good coach. They have good play, but they have no coach. No coach. And they honestly brought Jeff Saturday in for a second interview. This owner is out of his mind. They have an owner that doesn't know what he's doing. And like, I'll trade for Indianapolis picks any day of the week because that first round pick very easily could be a top 5 pick next year. And that second round pick is valuable too. Can't forget about that. Okay, so let's what am I doing here? I got to go back to StreamYard. I'm sharing. Boom. Now you get to look at my ugly mug again. Hey, it's me again. And that's it. That's our draft, guys. We had some drafting. For those of you who don't know me, who may have stumbled in or whatever, the people that know me like me. You might think, who is this weirdo, this freaky guy? I don't know. I'm just some guy. Tony Alexio, what's up, brother? Look at him. He's a member of the channel. I love this guy. Hey, I think there was a super chat, right? While I was... here we go. E-Boogie. Thank you so much. Oh, you agreed with one of my picks, right? I think you... I remember when you did it. I think it was... the offensive lineman or Christopher Smith, the safety. But thanks for the super chat, dude. I appreciate that. It's cool. Who else is here? Some guy is here. It's always nice when some guy is here. I always feel safe. Some guy. Nothing's bad's gonna happen to you when some guy is there to protect you. You joined late, buddy. I was here. It's not. I've been online for over an hour, which is the perfect thing to kill time when you're cooking a brisket. It's gonna be good. Anyway, trading pick with Tennessee. I'd love to trade a pick with Tennessee. I'm very, very happy about getting that the tackle coach, by the way. No matter how you feel about Hackett, you gotta be excited, because to me, what they did by that guy Carter was they didn't just take Nathaniel Hackett, they took the future OC, unless he's poached. Like, the next job this guy is gonna take is OC. So if Nathaniel doesn't work out, or if he gets another head coaching opportunity in college, or some weird thing happens with Nathaniel Hackett, I like that we're not left totally in the dry. We actually got an offensive line coach and run game coordinator who I think could step in and be a offensive coordinator. Like, he's at that point of his career where it wouldn't be shocking. Now, it's not what we want this year, because the whole thing is we wanted a veteran guy, we wanted an experienced play caller. But it's not horrible for, it's not horrible for, as I say, I'm so old and senile. It's not horrible for, as a groomer, to groom a future coordinator, right? Like, eventually this guy's going to get a shot at OC. So why not, with us, especially if he's under Nathaniel a couple of years, Nathaniel gets another opportunity to head coach. Then this guy wasn't poached yet. He steps up and we say, hey, you want to be our OC? I like that. Anyway, continuity. By the way, in case none of those of you don't know, Nathaniel Hackett is a version of the West Coast offense. I think it's a little different because it's not as much the Shanahan version of it as LaFleur was. But I think those are subtle differences we'll all be talking about, and I think we'll all notice on the field. But I do think he sticks more to the tradition of, like, he's going to be much more stubborn about not running the ball. Like, how LaFleur would just forget to run the ball. Unless we're behind and have no choice, you're not going to see that happen. Like, we're going to have a run game. And not only does Hackett bring that, but the fact that we brought in this offensive line coach, run game coordinator, who comes from, has been in Tennessee for years, you're going to see the Jets do what we talked about 2 years ago when this coaching staff took over, and what we've been waiting for. And it doesn't mean boring, we're running all the time, but we're going to be running effectively and have a really good running game. And then we're going to get to see those play action passes and get to see those fun, deep up the middle passes, the play action passes, which I love. So much fun. But anyway, guys, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I got to go slice that brisket. So take care again. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'll be back on Sunday night. Count on it. Maybe I'll come in and do another mock tomorrow. Who knows? You never know. Take care, everyone. We are live. We got Harry W. We got Richie from Jets Media, Matt O'Leary, Iowa Jets fan, in the house. We got Dom C in the house. We got Steve, live CEO of the Jet Lounge. So I knew I'd get rich on my channel. See what's going on. Yeah, there we go. Woo.
Jets by 1 million today.
Yeah.